How's it going, everyone? This is Anime Casuals. I'm Lucky,
I'm Michael.
And I'm Johnny.
and we make up Anime Casuals. And today we're going to be talking about our favorite anime to watch during quarantine. So, let's go ahead and get this thing started off. And it's good to have everybody back. Let's go ahead and get this started. I have two anime that I'm going to be doing, but the other one I'm not going to talk about at all. So
Two
Yeah.
anime?
yeah,
I
right.
have three.
Uh,
Whatever.
Oh my god, that's freaking illegal, bro. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Mobile Fighter G Gundam, and the reason why I chose this one to start watching is because I remembered it back in like the Toonami days, and it was one of my favorite Gundams just because it was one of the only Gundams that was actually focused on like hand-to-hand fighting. Like in a lot of the other Gundams, you see a lot of like gunplay and all that kind of stuff. And I like it, but man, when you get martial arts involved with it too, it's freaking awesome. It has my favorite characters, Domon
Master
Kashu,
Asia.
Master Ass. That's why that's the other one. But yeah, it was. I felt like it was a good time to get into it, just because it's someone like a little bit over 40 episodes, and I'm not doing anything right now. I'm on pillow, so I might as well go into it. But yeah, that one, and it also has like a special place in my heart just because of how like, dude, I'm watching it right now, and it's just like every time I watch it, it gives me like a flashback to like, I'm like, oh yeah, I know exactly who this is. I know who the France fighter is. I know, and also it's just kind of hilarious how I don't know exactly how to say this, but let's just say how racially insensitive a lot of these Gundams are. There's like the Mexican Gundam is the Tequila Gundam. They have the Lumber Gundam in Canada. I'm slightly like dying inside every time I watch it just because it's so ridiculous. But hey, you know what? We gotta have a little fun. Yeah, exactly. And also, I'm digging the animation because it's like that real old school animation. I mean, I not nothing against today's animation, but it just when you watch like an old movie and you're like, wow, that just brings back memories of all the old movies. Like that's how it is with this one too. Like it's pretty close to like what Evangelion is, but then again, I didn't really watch Evangelion until like very recently. I'm still not finished with that thing, so yeah, that's my first one, and then my second one is going to be Darling in the Franxx. I'm trying to watch that specifically because Josh was trying to get me, Anime Josh was trying to get me to watch it for so long, and he kept on, every time we were doing a car ride somewhere, he's just like, hey man, I got Funimation on my phone, throw it on there. Man.
Three more episodes.
Yeah. Right.
We got 13 minutes to watch this episode.
Exactly. So it's like, now I'm on episode like 11 or 12. And even though I think the reason why I didn't want to do it was just because I knew how it was going to end somewhat. Like I've seen a lot of videos talking about the ending, but I decided to just go for the journey because I heard the journey was really good. And I remember one of my friends talking about it and just being like, dude, this is epic. And then like 3 months later being like, man, I can't believe it ended that way. So I'm just going to go for the journey and, just go from there. But, yeah, we'll go ahead and stop it right there. And Michael, since you introduced yourself second, why don't you go ahead and go on over?
Whoa! All the pressure's on me.
Man.
So I was thinking of one anime in particular, and then I have like two that I'm going back through. And this is one of those things like if you haven't watched these, like maybe you can catch up. One's pretty obvious, one's maybe just as obvious. But the first one, because of the quarantine, I really enjoyed this anime. Cells at Work. It's weirdly, right on point right now. If you don't know about how your human body works, that anime Cells at Work is like basically like the Magic School Bus, except updated to today. Like where they're going inside Arnold, but instead of that, it's just people who live in your body. Like Osmosis Jones. Actually, it's more like Osmosis Jones. Cut the yellow, the Magic School Bus. And so it's kind of like a more anime take on what's going on inside your body. And the really cool part about it is it talks about like big diseases and small diseases, how you get cuts. And it's pretty educational. So I would probably say it's pretty good for the quarantine, although it's a little shorter It's definitely no mobile Gundam.
Of the COVID edition.
Yeah, but I think it's oddly appropriate for right now. You know, we're all being quarantined for a reason, and you know that reason is invaders of your body. So go watch Cells at Work. The second one would have to be Seven Deadly Sins. I'm giving that a rewatch right now because the third season is coming out I think in like 6 months or so, and so I'm giving that a rewatch. But my other big one would have been Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone's like a good length. It's like 24 episodes. It's, again, very educational, so you can learn. And some of it you can actually possibly apply at home. Maybe not the explosives and the chemicals, but, you know, like there's other stuff in there. And it just like kind of engages your mind right at home, kind of learning and, you know, trying out new things. And I really, really dig Dr. Stone because it has amazing storytelling. And the brief synopsis of it is like, the apocalypse happened and everybody got petrified. And this one guy got unpetrified hella long time after that. And this story is about this really smart guy who basically memorized all of science. Yeah. So
accurate.
Yeah, accurate. And, you know, both these anime are definitely really, really fun to watch. Altogether, that's like 36 episodes, but if you include Seven Deadly Sins, and that's all on Netflix, you know, that's another like 50 episodes. That's definitely enough to fill your month's worth of time.
Just watch Seven Deadly like 3 times.
Yeah.
Skip Escanor. All Escanor.
Skip part 2.
Yeah. No,
let's go from season 1 to season 2. Maybe watch the fight between Meliodas.
Skip part 2.
Yeah, part 2. Part 2. Yeah, so those are my picks.
Nice. Johnny, what about you?
My picks. Actually, I thought I only had one, and then I realized yesterday I have like 3, and they're all like really spread out as far as genres.
Are you trying to do better than everybody?
I mean, you said it, not me. I don't know. I see. Stop that. So first, everybody know. I feel like most people who watch anime have seen it. Kill la Kill. Always a good anime. Always great. It's got action. It's got comedy, fan service. And it looks super awesome. That trigger animation is always really fun to watch. Just like that the new one we gotta watch.
Oh, BNA.
Yeah, I want to watch that. That looks crazy and insane.
Right.
But yeah, Kill la Kill. That was a fun one. I even didn't even really mean to. It just kind of. I watched 2 episodes because I was like, oh, I'm gonna eat something. You know, might as well watch something with it. It's like 6 episodes later. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm doing a rewatch. Great.
I mean, what else are you doing in the quarantine than sitting and eating?
Yeah, sitting just in my clothes as they take over the world. Anyway, my next one, actually kind of similar along the lines of Cells at Work, is Parasite. I ended up finishing that because it's on Netflix now, and so that was pretty fun. I watched, I don't know, 8 episodes of it like a year ago, and now I can finally watch it all in English, and it was awesome. Kind of an intense one. It's kind of in that horror thriller genre, I guess I would say. So, you know, if you want something a bit more different, just so you know, it's fun and creepy, but, you know.
Hey, spoilers, Michael. I saw that.
So that's Parasite. It was super fun. And the next one I've been watching, again, totally opposite of the spectrum, is the, what's it called? Shinibio Love and Other Delusions. I am on the last episode of season 1 right now.
Lucky knows what you're talking about.
Yeah, he does. I didn't even realize he watched it. He told me one day. I was like, it's super fun. It's definitely I'd call it a cutesy anime. You probably actually really like it. Focusing on maturity, you know, and kind of growing up as an individual, you know, from a child to a young adult. And it's super fun. It's really funny. Animation's decent at times because it goes ridiculous whenever it wants to, and that's always fun. Yeah, I mean, I think that's all I really want to tell, because it's kind of really hard to describe even beyond that. It's just fun to watch. Definitely a fun watch. Yeah, get out of here.
Did you guys have any other honorable mentions? Anything? I was just thinking about. Well, okay. First off, the Dr. Stone one was pretty recent for me because I was lagging on the last like 4 episodes, and it was just like I was like I gotta do them at some point. And the minute I went into it, I was like, I think I can do this. And like, yeah, once you start it, it just goes over. But do you guys have any other picks you wanted to share?
Well, My Hero Academia, if you haven't watched that, I mean, like, you got 3 seasons of that to catch up with. I mean, that's literally what I'm watching right now, and it is the quarantine. So, I mean,
what about you, Johnny?
I honestly, one of you said it earlier, and I was like, oh, that Baki.
Ooh,
oh, that's
Baki was a real fun watch. I wish it was in English, but it was still super fun.
Yeah,
man.
Baki's pretty good.
Yeah, you know, at least the action scenes are on point in that. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. No translation there.
Yeah, exactly. So there you have it, guys. Those are our top anime to watch during quarantine. We are back. It is this is season 2 of Anime Casuals, and it's good to be back, guys. So remember, guys, one rule above all else: keep it casual. Hey guys, thanks for watching our video on anime to watch during the quarantine. Here are Michael and Johnny with our next video.
So it's going to be called Anime Styles You'd Want to Copy.
So, you know, have you ever felt like, wow, that character looks awesome and I would totally want to take everything they're doing and wear it? That is exactly what we're going to take. We're going to figure out all of our favorites, and, you know, where that goes from there is where our brains is going to lead us.
Cool. Thanks for watching us, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.